and our trainer and friend. And I would like to bring up Jeremy Reynolds.
Yeah.
What this business is about. Jeremy is here with his family for a week on vacation and has taken the time out to come do a meeting and help us get trained and to meet each and every one of you. So be sure and say hi to him before you leave, and I'm going to turn everything over to you.
Cool. Thank you, Connie. It's great to be here with everybody. How you doing?
Good.
We good this morning? Wonderful. Well, I've got to tell you, I prefer the weather here. I think, Utah's nice, but it definitely isn't Southern California. So I just came down here last night with my family, as Connie mentioned. So this is my son, PJ. PJ, can you wave to everybody? And he is the official IT guy. He'll be playing games up here in the corner. So I appreciate him being here with me, and we're hoping to make this more of a routine as I travel around. I love to take my family places, and that's one thing that this business has allowed me to do, is to have the time freedom to be a dad again. And I love that, because that's what's most important to me. This business is a lot of things to a lot of people, but I started 6 years ago. My background actually isn't in network marketing. I don't have some big Amway background where I have some database of people or anything like that. As a matter of fact, I started working for, has anybody heard of Joe Weider? So I started working for Joe Weider. I think his headquarters was up here in Woodland Hills, where they had their magazine division. Some of you may know Joe Weider from the Muscle and Fitness, Flex, and Shape magazine, those different companies, and then he had his sports nutrition companies and different things. Anyway, I started answering phones, giving nutritional advice to people about 18 years ago, and it was a great experience. I worked my way up with that company to become their international sales manager within about 6 years. Kind of was my dream job. And I'll tell you, I got to preface this. I'm a big guy on education. I love education, but I never did finish college. I had an opportunity to go to the College of Hard Knocks with Weider Nutrition, traveling the world in their international department. And that job required an international MBA. My whole goal was I wanted to have an MBA from Thunderbird in international sales and do all that kind of stuff. And I ended up getting the work experience instead by having that job and that opportunity. Came down here and moved my family after that. Was recruited by a company called Liner Health Products. And I lived just a couple of miles from here. I lived in Tustin Ranch, right by the golf course over here. And moved my family down. Our kids were really small. PJ hadn't been born yet. And I had a commute from Tustin Ranch to Carson. And I didn't know what I was in for there, but anyway, every day I started putting in tapes. At the time, it was tapes, and then it turned to CDs from Earl Nightingale, from Nightingale Conant, from Stephen Covey, and then it became kind of Robert Kiyosaki even later on beyond that. And I started learning from all these people, telling me you should own your own business, control your own destiny. And here I am working for the man, driving up the 405. It was tough, and it was very frustrating for me. But it was an interesting time because I actually started a new division for this company, and they had never been operating. They made capsules and tablets. They were the largest capsule tablet manufacturer right here in Carson. They had facilities in North Carolina and all around the country. And they were 1 in 4 capsules and tablets that were over the counter or available at the grocery store were manufactured by this company. We're talking about a $1 billion corporation, very, very large company, very corporate America. And their whole thing wasn't like Weider. It was, you will have your degree, you will be doing this, you will be working on it. And I'll tell you, I got tired of being told what I was going to do, when I was going to do it, how I was going to do it. And I opened a new division for this company selling network marketing companies. Now I got to tell you, this was an interesting time in my past because I had interacted with some of these network marketing companies. I had made products for some of them at Weider, but now my whole role was to go call on Herbalife in Century City. It was to call on Arbonne. It was to call on all these major companies. I even ended up in Mary Kay. I ended up at New Skin's headquarters in Provo, Utah. I ended up in all these different companies making their products for them for their big convention launches. And any of you that were at convention, you know how exciting a convention launch is of a new product. Yeah. And I got to tell you, I was making capsules and tablets, and capsules and tablets are not that sexy. I mean, let's be honest. Capsules and tablets, I mean, how many times can you say, we put some good stuff in there, right? I mean, what do you really do? And so here I am, and I go to these conventions, and I know what's in the capsule and tablet, and I get there, and I'm watching the launch of this convention, and it is like larger than life, how cool, and they figured out ways to put the marketing spin on this, and I mean, I just was shocked and amazed how I could deliver a product for $3 and they could sell it for $49.95, and I'm going, you've got to be kidding me, how are you doing this? Great companies, great products. it's just not chocolate.